Hujambo, karibu kwa darasa letu la leo. Jina langu ni Abdul Karim. Jina langu ni nani? Jina langu ni Abdul Karim. Leo tunaenda kuzungumza kuhusu hali ya kutendeka. Kutendeka yani hali ya kutendeka. Kutendeka yani the stative form. Hali ya kutendeka. Wajua kwamba katika Kiswahili kuna mnyambuliko wa vitenzi. Mnyambuliko wa vitenzi is a condition where verbs are added different prefixes or suffixes. No, they are added different suffixes to enable them bring out different meaning. Now in Kiswahili we call that mnyambuliko wa vitenzi. Previously we have talked about hali ya kutenda. Hali ya kutenda is the active verbs like cheza, play. That is hali ya kucheza, hali ya kutenda, hali ya kutenda. Sawa, cheza. Sawa, cheza. Cheza, play. Now when you want to change cheza to hali ya kutendwa, tendwa is passive form, hali ya kutendwa, tendwa. So it will be chezwa. So I have talked about the active form, the passive form. Now today we are going to talk about the stative form, that is hali ya kutendeka, kutendeka. So, and without wasting time, let me just give a brief introduction about the stative verbs. The stative verbs, they explain or they tell us the current situation of a subject or the potential of that subject entering that situation. Now, those that expresses the current situation, they are represented by the marker me, me. Then those that have the potential of entering that situation, they are represented by the marker na. For instance, when I say you are understandable, I will say unaeleweka. Unaeleweka, yani someone can easily understand you. You see that you are, yani that is the potential of you entering that situation. But when I say umeeleweka, you are already in that situation. Umeeleweka, you have been understood. Umeeleweka, you have been understood. Sawa, umeeleweka. Now we will learn how to form these verbs. Sawa. Then, as we talked in the previous lesson about the passive verbs, the stative verbs, they don't take or you don't mention the doer of the action. In the passive verbs, you have to mention who did this. For instance, when you say funga is an active verb, funga, to close, close. Now, fungwa, to be closed, fungwa. Now, who closed? Who closed it? What happened before when it was closed? And what happened to it and it became closed? Now, fungwa will say. Now, consider this example. Mlango umefungwa. The door has been closed. Now, in Kiswahili, you have to tell us who closed the door. Mlango umefungwa na mwalimu. Mlango umefungwa na mwalimu. So, the door has been closed by the teacher. Now that is why that is the passive form. We are mentioning the doer of the action. But in stative form, mlango umefungika. The door has been closed. Umefungika. It is like you closing the door and it doesn't disturb you. You see, it just closes. Sometimes you go and close the door and the door just it doesn't. Maybe because of the friction force or it doesn't close. But when you close it and it is closed, unasema mlango umefungika. Now you don't mention the doer of this action. So let's start our lesson. Now we have different verbs endings, different verb stems at endings with different vowels, and we have categorized them. How to make the stative verbs with those vowel stems or verb stems. Now here, the first one. Verbs with stems vowel. Verbs with stem vowel. A, E, or U. No. Verbs that are having the stem vowel A, E, or U. You see, we'll take these markers. So, IK will take these markers. And I have given here an example. Mfano, example, panda. Panda is to climb. Panda is to climb. Panda. So it is ending here. The verb stem here is pan, and this verb stem has a here, and we have mentioned here a, e, or u. Now it has a here. We don't take this a because it's the ending, the ending of the verb, but the root is this one, pan. So we have to say pan. We insert this one ik between the last vowel a and d. So we insert ik here. This verb panda, climb, you climb a mountain or so, something like that. Climb, and then it becomes pandika. Pandika is to become climbable. You can climb, it can be climbed, Panda, pandika. Now here an example. I have written here an example. Ukuta wa mawe unapandika. Ukuta wa mawe unapandika. Just remember previously, shortly I have mentioned the na here, and those that are likely to enter into that situation now are represented by this na. And the current this na is the present tense marker. Now this the verbs that are likely to enter that situation or condition are represented by na. So now mlima ukuta wa mawe unapandika. The stone wall, and the wall made of stone is climbable. It is climbable. Unapandika. Pandika is to become climbable. You can climb it. Now, this one, on the other hand, we can say ukuta wa mawe umepandika. Umepandika, it is a current situation where someone has already climbed that wall, and we say ukuta wa mawe umepandika. Or I say ukuta wa mawe umepandika. The wall, the stone wall has been climbed. But this one, the stone wall is climbable. I hope you understand this. Let's go to another example. Or can we negate this one? Let's negate this one. Panda, pandika, climbable. I have to put it here. And then ukuta wa mawe unapandika. Ukuta wa mawe unapandika. It will be, in negation will be mawe ukuta wa mawe hupandiki. Ukuta wa mawe hupandiki. Now this is the negation of this one. Unapandika, hupandiki. Ukuta wa mawe is stone, hupandiki. It is not climbable. You cannot climb that wall. Ukuta is wall. So now we go to another verb here. This is just one verb. One, two, we say vunja. Now vunja is we see here u here u, and we've just mentioned here vunja. So it will become here this one will change to become vunjika. Vunjika is to become breakable, and it is breakable. Vunjika is it is broken, like broken sound. Vunjika. Now we will see if it is breakable in a sentence. Now here, vunja, break, vunjika, broken. So one. Can you see here? Kiti kimevunjika. This one is J. You see J. Kiti kimevunjika. Kiti kimevunjika The chair has been broken. The chair is broken, like this. Kiti kimevunjika. The chair is broken. Now here, that subject is already in the action. Is already in the condition of being broken. You know, kiti kimevunjika. So, when it wants to enter into the condition of being broken, and it is not broken, but it is broken, but we say kiti kinavunjika. Kiti kinavunjika. Now here we will have two meaning. It is breaking, the first meaning. Then the second meaning, here we have an I. The second meaning here, the second meaning will be it is breakable, and you can break it. So easy, you can break it easily. Let's add one more example. My duster is dusty. Kifutio changu kina vumbi. Just erase this one and let me write it again. Or U. So they're taking I, Q. So another example here is cooler. My students always confuse this cooler. You know, it is a monosyllabic verb. Cooler, this is actually the verb, but this cool is added there for the state agreement. Cooler, to eat. Cooler, to eat. Now here, it is here, we are saying here it is la. Here it is la, la, eaten. Then it will become, we just do the same way you have done there, lika, to be eatable. Chakula, kinalika. The food is eatable. Chakula kinalika. The food is eatable. Chakula hakiliki. The food is not eatable. Chakula hakiliki. The food is not eatable. Sawa? Hakiliki, it is negation. Then chakula kimelika. Chakula kimelika, it's the food has been eaten and it has been really eaten. You know, chakula kimelika, and it has already been eaten, and it is you know, how can I explain this one? Chakula kimelika, it has been eaten and with comfort. You know, some food you can eat and just leave it, but this one, it has been eaten with comfort. And chakula kimelika, you know, this kimelika. Okay, we're going to the next way of forming these stative verbs. Stative verbs. 2. Verbs now here we will say, this one will take the 4 vowels manually, will take E, K. So will be inserted between the last vowel. So penda. Example here. Penda means to love or to like. To love or to like. Penda, then it will become, you know, here E is here. E, penda. Pendeka, to be lovable. Pendeka, lovable. You see our topic here, kutendeka. Kutendeka is, we're focusing on these roots now. Here, ek, ek. So penda, pendeka. When someone tells you wewe unapendeka, it means you are lovable. Sawa, wewe unapendeka, you are lovable. And when you say wewe unapendeza, you are attractive, or also can be used to mean you are lovable. Okay, unapendeza, you are attractive actually. Okay, here. Mji huu unapendeka. Mji huu unapendeka. This statement is different from mji huu unapendeza. You see, mji unapendeza, pendeza is to attract, unapendeza, you are attractive. But unapendeka is it is lovable and you can love it. Mji, a city or town, who, this. Unapendeka, it is attractive, or it is attractable, or it is lovable. So, unapendeka. Then, mji huu mji huu hupendeki. Mji huu hupendeki. It means this city or town is not lovable. When you just enter it, you find there is what we call this one, corruption, ufisadi. Ufisadi, corruption. Kuna ufisadi, there is corruption, kuna uchafu. Kuna uchafu, there is dirty. Kuna wizi. Kuna wizi. Wizi is theft. You enter the city and you see ufisadi, uchafu, wizi. Do you love that city? You say, mji huu hupendeki. Mji huu hupendeki. Mji huu hupendeki. Mbona nimeibiwa simu yangu? Nimeibiwa simu yangu, and my phone has been stolen. Once I was traveling in another city and just in the car, my phone almost was taken. Was almost taken. Simu yangu karibu ichukuliwe. Simu yangu karibu ichukuliwe. But nasema ofisadi. But when you enter a city and you find this one. For example, you're going to Mombasa. You find usafi, cleanliness, amani. Amani is peace. Ukarimu. Generosity. Ukarimu. Ukarimu is not visible there. Ukarimu. Ukarimu, I have to write it here. Ukarimu. Ukarimu, Ukarimu is generosity. So my name is Abdul Karim, mja wa mkarimu. I'm the servant of the most generous. The most generous is God. So I'm the servant of the most generous. Now ukarimu is generosity. So when you enter city, kuna usafi, kuna amani, kuna ukarimu. You say, mji huu unapendeka. Mji huu unapendeka. So let's go to another example. I'm going too fast. You can hear the sound of adhan. That is adhan. Adhan is the Muslim call to prayer. Muadhin and adhin. The adhan one is is calling people for prayer. You see, and then we have another one. B. Soma. Soma, it becomes so. Soma, someka. Soma, someka. You know, you read, you buy a book, unanunua kitabu, unaangalia, unasema kitabu hiki kinasomeka. This book is readable. Kitabu hiki kinasomeka. But you find a book and it is written so small. Na imeandikwa na maandishi madogo sana. Unasema nini? Kitabu hiki hakisomeki. Kitabu hiki hakisomeki. Part 3 we have verbs with double vowel. Verbs with double vowel. So, ka. So this one will take ik. So we'll just see another of them. I. We'll take ik and just they will follow the previous rule, but we will add a license consonant L to ease the pronunciation. You see, we will add the license consonant L to ease the pronunciation of these vowels. For example, ka. Ka is to sit or to stay. To sit or to stay. Ka. We add the license consonant L here. Before we add this one, now we just be like this. This is L, so it is license consonant. Ka, it will be, we put this one here to be kalika. Kalika. Ka. Kalika means it is suitable. It is not suitable, it is suitable. You can sit on it. Then it is habitable, or it is habitable. Because ka is to stay or to sit. Now here, kalika, it is suitable or stable. You can stay there or it is habitable. So, jihu. Mji huu unakalika. Mji huu unakalika. This city is stable, it is habitable, it is, kiti hiki. Kiti hiki kinakalika. This chair is sittable, you can sit on it. So some people may be wondering why it is unakalika here and here is the kinakalika. Why is the difference ki and u? It's because these nouns, mji and kiti, they fall in different categories. Here it falls in kivi, noun class, and mji, me noun class. So, me noun class, or ui. So I also talked about the noun classes. So guys, check my playlist there. There is a playlist entitled Ngeli. So Ngeli or noun class. Then you will be able to learn the noun classes in Swahili. So kiti hiki kinakalika. Now it is agreeing with ki, and this mji is agreeing with u. Mji huu unakalika. This city is habitable, and kiti hiki kinakalika. This chair is sittable. You can sit on it. So, okay, another one is we have verbs ending with a double vowel, and we also have verbs ending with a double. No, We also have verbs. We also have verbs with double vowel. Verbs with double vowel, but then the second last vowel is E or U. Now that one will take K or L-I-K. And we have already put there the last one consonant L, L-I-K. So verbs, this is just part of this one. Verbs with the last second last vowel is I or U. We'll take this one, K or C. Fungua. Fungua is open. Fungua, open. Mlango, fungua mlango. The door, open the door. Fungua. Now if we come here, we say funguka. You see, you have just put there K between these R and U. Funguka. Sawa. Fungua, funguka. Mlango umefunguka. Mlango umefunguka. Should I write that one? Mlango. Mlango umefunguka. The door is open. The door is open. Mlango unafunguka. The door is open. So you can open it. Mlango unafunguka also means the door is opening. You know. We have another one here. Sikia. 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 Sikia from the verb sikio, from the noun sikio. Sikia is listen or hear. Sikia, now it will be si, ki, sikika. This double, here is I. We have just said either. Where have we written this one? Verbs or it will have written here with either E or U. So it's here, sikia, here E. So we put here K, it will become sikika, or we can say sikilika. So it is hearable. You can hear it. Sikia, sikika, or sikilika, and it is hearable, listenable. You can hear it. Sauti yake inasikika hadi huku. Sauti ya mwadhini inasikika hadi hapa. Sauti, voice, ya mwadhini, of mwadhin. Mwadhin is a person who makes call for prayer in Muslim, for Muslims. Mwadhini, that person. Sauti ya mwadhini, and the voice of mwadhin. So, inasikika, it is hearable. You know, and we listen it and we hear it. Hadi hapa. Hadi is until or to the extent. Hapa, here. Sauti ya mwadhini inasikika hadi hapa. The voice of mwadhini is hearable until here or up to here. So, same to the other one, you know, the one with the double vowel, but it is ending with A or O. So ending with A, the second last vowel is or A or O. This one will take EQ. But remember, we have to put the liaison consonant. Because, for instance, when we say Leah, Leah is to raise a child. Leah, to raise something. To raise something, not necessarily a child, an animal. You raise something, you bring up some. Leah. Then, when we say Leah, Leah, then just like this and say, we put this one. It is awkward. It is the pronunciation is not good. Leka, leka, Leeka. What is leeka? We now add here the last consonant N to ease the pronunciation of this word. So it is layer, bring up, leleka, be raised. You see, leleka. So leleka is to be raised. So we have an example here. Mtoto wangu analeleka. Mtoto wangu analeleka. You know, when you say mtoto wangu analeleka, it means this child is very good. You can actually bring him or her up. Analeleka, it doesn't disturb. Analeleka is raisable. No, you can actually. When you say haleleki, this is a negation. Haleleki. Mtoto wangu haleleki, yani my child is not raisable. And when you try to raise him or her, he's bringing trouble. You know, you're telling him to please go to school. He's going there and escaping. You know, you tell him don't waste water. He's when he's going to take shower, anaenda kuoga, anafungua maji yote, mfereji maji yanamwagika yote. Ukimwambia kula chakula kidogo, usiharibu chakula, he's filling his plate, anajaza sahani yake kisha anamwaga chakula. He's filled his plate with food, then pours it. Anamwaga chakula, he pours the food. Huyo mtoto haleleki. Sawa, anahitaji huduma maalum. He needs special service. Mtoto wangu analeleka. My child is raisable. Mtoto wangu haleleki. My child is not raisable. Mtoto wangu analeleka. Mimi sina mtoto, lakini naomba Mwenyezi Mungu anijalie mtoto anayeleleka. Mimi sina mtoto, I don't have a child, lakini but namuomba Mungu, I ask God anijalie, to bless me, anibariki, to bless me also. You can say anijalie or anibariki, to bless me or to bless me na with mtoto, mtoto, a child, anaye the one who anayeleleka, the one who is raisable. Namuomba Mwenyezi Mungu au namuomba Mungu anijalie mtoto anayeleleka. Sawa. Okay? You have another one? Ondoa. Ondoa, remove. Ondoa. Ondoleka, become removable. It is removable, removable. So, theluji, theluji. Theluji inaondoleka. Ice, ice. You know, the snow or ice, this is snow. Ice is barafu. Barafu. Barafu, ice. Theluji inaondoleka. The snow is removable. The snow is removable. You know, nina rafiki au nina mwanafunzi kutoka Urusi. Mwanafunzi wangu kutoka Urusi aliniambia juzi kwamba huko Moscow kulikuwa na theluji, theluji kwa mara ya kwanza. There was a snow for the first time. Theluji kwa mara ya kwanza. Sawa. Theluji inaondoleka. The snow is removable. For that one, maybe for the first time, it is you can from other countries' experience, it can be removable. But for those countries that you know experience, they are tired with it. haiondoleki, it is not removable. So we can say here theluji no. Theluji haiondoleki. It is not visible here. It is not visible. Haionekani. Maandishi yangu hayaonekani. Wewe unayotia. Can I just write this one? Ninaweza futa hii, alafu tuandike. Mradi umeelewa, sawa? Mradi umeelewa. Theluji the snow is not removable. Theluji haiondoleki. Maybe I said the opposite. Those countries that are experienced, the snow can be removed, but those that are not, maybe they don't know. You can say theluji haiondoleki because you don't know how to remove it. You can say theluji haiondoleki. When you know how to remove it, you say theluji inaondoleka. It is removable. Sawa sawa. Umefahamu? Sawa. Vitu. 4. Mimi ni mvivu. Siwezi kufuta hii. I am very lazy. I can't have this. Let me erase. Mimi ni mvivu. Kwa mvivu sana. 4. Vitenzi vyenye asili ya kigeni. These are foreign verbs. Nimeshangaa. Mwanzo nilikuwa naandika kwa Kiingereza, lakini sasa hivi nataka kuandika kwa Kiswahili. Okay, umeelewa sawa? Vitenzi vyenye asili ya kigeni. Vitenzi vyenye asili ya kigeni. Those are foreign verbs. Foreign verbs. These foreign verbs here, they are made stative. We have one category here. We have part A. Those ending with E. Those ending with E or those ending with E or I. Those ending with E or I, they are made stative by adding ka. See, ka. 1. So this one is they are foreign verbs, and they don't follow the rules of the Swahili verbs properly. So here we have samehe. Samehe is forgive. Samehe. Then samehe. We don't add between these one, or we just add at the end. Samehe. We add that one. This ka at the end. It is samehe, sameheka. My handwriting is poor. Mwandiko wangu ni maskini. Au sina nyuzi. Samehe, sameheka. Very long sentence. Kosa lako linasameheka. Kosa lako linasameheka. Your wrong or your misdeed is forgivable. Kosa is a wrong deed. Kosa, wrong deed. Kosa lako linasameheka. Your wrong deed is forgivable. Or your sin. This is sin. You sin. To sin. Kukosa. Now, kosa is sin. Kosa also means lack, to lack something. But for here, kosa lako, this is the noun. Sin, your sin is forgivable. So, that is it. Then we have here fikiri. Fikiri, think. Fikirika, fikirika, fikirika. To be thought of. Fikirika, to be thought. Zoezi hili lina linafikirika. This exercise is thinkable and you can think and find the solution. This exercise is thinkable. No. Unajua? Nimechoka sana. Nilikula sana na nimechoka sana. Sijui mbona. Nilikula sana. I ate a lot. Nimechoka sana. I am very tired. We have this one. Arabic or foreign verbs ending with u. Ending with u. See, these are made stative by doing what? So we have another verbs types here in the foreign verbs ending with u. See, those ending with u are made stative by changing the last u to e. Change the last u to v. So this u, no need to write here. U become e. U become I. Then the I here we add ka. So jibu, answer. Jibu is answer. When someone tells you jibu, answer, nijibu, answer me, nijibu, answer me. Umenikosea, you have wronged me, nijibu, answer me. Mbona umenikosea? Alafu you are telling someone, mbona umenikosea? Then he just silent. Mbona umenikosea? Mbona umenikosea? Mbona umenikosea? Nijibu, mbona umenikosea? Alafu nisamehe tafadhali. Najua nimekosea lakini nisamehe. I know I have wronged you, but forgive me. Nisamehe tafadhali. Please forgive me. Now here jibu is answer. Answer. Nijibu, answer me. Now